All right, well, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yodaman on the boards. And once again, I'm joined by Derek. Hey, Derek, how's it going today?
Doing pretty good.
All right, so this game is a matchup between Jerry and myself at Yoda's Hut, my house, where we're starting to play redemption and return cards. The set had pretty much just come out a day or two before when this game took place, and I'd asked for some suggested decks on the threads, and we had played those already, and then we started messing around with some original ideas we had. So this game, a little different than some of the games we post. This is actually decks that Jerry and I both originally built here, not suggested decks. My deck, I'm on the right. I'm playing a Smuggler's affiliation, and I actually have 4 Lukes in it. I used 2 Asteroid Sanctuary, 1 Questionable Contacts, 2 Heroes Journey, 2 Heroes Duty, the new Luke from Redemption and Return, 2 May the Force be with you, and then 1 Heroes and Legends. So I had that in there just in case I was able to bounce Luke's, although in retrospect maybe I should have put 2 of those in there instead of just 1. Jerry was playing a Navy Sith deck where he used 2 of the Ultimate Power, Core Tarkin, and then a couple more, I guess, odd sets that you don't usually see played quite as much anymore. 2 Dark Trooper Project, 2 of Vader's Fist. That's that old objective from Hoth where if it's undamaged, it reduces your opponent's reserve value by 1. 2 Plan of the Prophetess, and 2 of Emperor's Promise, the new Endor Palpatine. And it looks like we're flipping up objectives there, and what Jerry start with? Looks like he started with Emperor's Promise, Planet of the Prophetess, and Vader's Fist. And I started with May the Force be with you, Asteroid Sanctuary, and Hero's Duty. So you got any initial thoughts about the deck list and our flops here to start with, Derek?
Looks like a decent flop for both sides there. One thing I thought's a little different for your deck. I know you said you were talking about getting the second Kyle in there. But it's kind of rare to see a Jedi Smuggler deck without Gamma. Also,
Yeah.
that's almost an auto include on those too. So, but then again, it's trying new stuff. I don't know what you would pull to get those in there. So.
Right. Yeah, I think I put Han in there just for the extra targeted strike and the swindle, and
Sure.
just gotta just have some versatility and another resource too, because
Yeah, Han
here
is
is
one of those pods where all 5 cards are good.
right. So he played one of the what are we doing here? It looked like he was playing one of the Dark Troopers. Maybe he's gonna play a
Yeah.
resource or something first and then play the Dark Trooper. Looked like he
Yeah,
pulled it back up.
he's got with the Saris pod in there. He's got 2 Dark Temples, so that'll definitely give him resources if you can get them.
Right, and then that's going to reduce my anything I commit to the Force is going to lose an icon, which means it could potentially be vulnerable to deadly sights.
Yeah, I've always liked that pod.
Yeah.
Granted, I agree Saris is not the unit it should have been. It's way overcosted for what it is, but everything else in the pod I like.
Yeah, I completely agree too. I think it gets a bad rap just because of Sarah sometimes.
Yeah.
So, all right, so he's actually played the Stormtrooper Elite instead of the Dark Trooper, and then playing. Is that the the repeating blaster or something that gives a
Yeah.
blast? Yeah, so that's an interesting choice there. Like I said, in his deck that he was using.
I don't remember if that gives is it just gives a blast to anything, or gives a blast to a trooper, or is it a shielded unit?
I think
or
it's something with troopers. I was trying to pull up the card real
Yeah.
quick because I
God, I
honestly
haven't
don't.
used that one in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. I think that's why Jerry just pulled out a deck that was sort of partially built. All right, he focused it to have a trooper unit gain a blast until the end of the phase, the E-Web Heavy Repeating Blaster. He had to commit the Stormtrooper Elite though. So I played a resource, and then I played the new Luke, which is definitely very defensive, but he's got 3 health, so I think I might swing here with Luke.
Well, yeah, because you have May the Force be with you. Luke is really best as a defensive deck.
Oh,
well,
I guess
no,
not.
wait. That's right. The trooper over there has
Yeah,
3
that's right. He has
guns.
3 guns, so yeah, I probably why I didn't do that. So I just took Force back, and that'll go to 2. Now, so we were playing, like I said, the new Luke and new Palpatine this set. So Luke's objective, I think, is really when I first saw it, I wasn't sure what to think, but after playing with it and against it, it's more annoying than I thought because basically
Yeah.
while it's undamaged, your opponent's non-unit cards lose all their force icons. So fake cards don't have force icons. Event cards that sometimes get tossed in edge have no force icons, and boy, is that a pain to play around. And
Yeah,
then
it's a lot better than you thought.
yeah,
I don't think Luke is as bad as people have said. I really think he needs, when you play him, you need a way to give him a third unit damage
yeah,
to make him really effective. But I think he's definitely a good unit. I'm not thrilled with all the other cards, like the event in his set that just makes them take less guys, pull guys out of the battle.
right, right,
I've yet to make use of that.
right.
Um,
Yeah, I think the
but
other event is way better.
yeah, I do too. And the mission card is definitely interesting as well.
Yeah, and it's got
So
secret objectives, so that helps against Navy stuff.
right,
And so Jerry's playing Emperor's Promise. He's got that out. Which, if you attack an objective other than Emperor's Promise, then then the dark side gets to do a damage to a light side objective. So
yeah. So that also deters you from attacking Vader's fist over there, which is going to keep your reserve value down.
yeah. Now, one thing you can do. This is where a secret objective can come into play. You can engage Emperor's Promise and then redirect, say, with secret objective to
Yeah.
Vader's fist, and then get it damaged without taking the damage back. But um, at
No,
least secret objective does help with that, with Emperor's Promise being out, from what I
yeah,
can
and
tell.
the one other thing you can also do, the Jedi have the easiest chance of doing this is just keep force.
Right.
That's the easiest way to get around something like enforced loyalty with the Tarkin doctrine and stuff out there. If you just win force, plink of damage and turn it off.
Yeah. So,
So
all right. So he's playing Mock, and it looks like he's gonna commit Mock and take balance thanks to Plan of the Prophetess.
yep.
So I still only have 5 cards. I'm discarding something there. And it looks like I drew another Luke. I would have liked that Heroes and Legends.
Yeah.
Oh, Han, he's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know what I get rid of here. That Stormtrooper Assault only has 2 health, but
Right.
man, it's the only thing he's got with 3 guns. As nasty as Mock is for making his other stuff bigger, you really do have the defender you want in Luke. So if you can find a way to get rid of that Stormtrooper, I think he's actually a bigger threat than Mock is, at
Yeah.
least right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. So, I mean, I could take my chances and swing with Han, but I don't know.
Yeah, if you can win Edge, I mean, you swing with Han, you probably plink Mock just to get 1 damage on him, and then you use your targeted strike to kill the Stormtrooper, whether
Yeah.
he blocks or not.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm weighing my options here. Now, the good thing is, Hero's Duty is turned on, so
Yeah, you get a good chance of winning Edge.
yeah, I've got some decent stuff in my hand. Although I only have 4 cards since Vader's Fist is still turned on.
Now, which Luke did you draw? Is it the
I drew
new?
Core Luke.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's only 3 pips.
right. I think I see it. Is that, for a second, yeah, I do. It's a Jedi lightsaber, so
Yeah.
I'm probably
Now
debating whether.
that would be good to put on Luke.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna play it slow here and commit Han, so Dial will only go to 3.
Committing Han is not something I like to do.
Yeah. I'm probably trying to see if he'll actually attack me, and then maybe I can take some stuff out with Han, double focus, or focus something, you know.
Well, that's the thing with, I mean, that Luke really plays defensive, so that means he has to attack for you to really make use of him.
Right.
But Darkseid doesn't have to attack to win.
Right, right. Now,
So,
the one bad thing I just thought of here is committing Han, I just made him vulnerable to Deadly Sight.
yes,
Because
you
of
did.
Prophetess. That would kind
Yeah.
of suck if he drew that. Of course, if he draws that, then he's not getting any other units out, so.
I gladly trade a Deadly Sight to get rid of Han.
Yeah.
fact, I'd be quite content to do that and pass turn if I was in his place.
Right. Yeah, I'm probably hoping that's not what he's about to do right now.
And the thing is, if you'd attacked with Han and one edge, killed and locked those guys down, and then commit him, you still got May the Force, so he would
That's
have been
true.
awake anyway.
Right, right. Maybe I was just thinking I wasn't going to win Edge here.
With Luke and a lightsaber, that's 5 pips, and with Hero's Duty, I would think you probably have a pretty good shot at it.
Yeah, I would think so too. I don't know why I was playing it so slow, but
Yeah.
must have had some reason. Is that especially with May the Force be with you out, like you said? So
Yeah. Because you've committed 2 guys now, and out of your 3, and you still haven't used it.
right. See, now I'm also vulnerable to Seeds of Decay since he's got Planet of the Prophets in that deck.
Yep. Yeah, that's the other reason I really like that set. Dark doesn't have... Most of the seeds on Dark are in sets that people don't use very much.
Exactly. You know, Witten and Piet. Well, and now they're in the Dark Defenders too. You want to go on ties?
In the ties deck, which ties are good, but I still don't think they're tier 1.
Yeah.
Right now.
They feel close, but not quite there. Although, I'm sure there might be some people who beg to differ about that.
Oh, I'm sure.
We've seen some die decks do well.
Oh, I have too. I just don't think they're as consistent as some of the other top dark side decks.
Yeah. So I think Jerry still decides. I wonder if he's deciding if he's going to play something else, if he's just going to definitely cite something if he's got that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the same scenario where he has no real motivation to attack with Luke and Han being there.
Right.
If he can deadly sight, take force, or if he plays a unit and takes force, whatever.
Yeah. Super laser engineer. I wonder if he'll trigger him and try to find a super laser blast.
Hunt for the laser blast. Yeah. I find that whenever I use that guy, I never find anything.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, a lot of times I just wouldn't even trigger him.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't even play him a lot if I can help it.
Yeah, I guess in this situation, he could commit him and take balance. No, actually, he wouldn't take balance back even. He's got a shield. That's probably about the best option he's got.
Yeah. If he played that, he must not have much in his hand.
Yeah, or he's got some real crazy trick up his sleeve that I don't know what it is.
Well, he could still deadly.
Yeah, I guess he just passed turn. I just saw him put it damage on Vader's fist, so I'll be happy about that, and I can get 6 cards at least. So it is a shame I used. I see Falcon. That's good.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with Falcon.
Yeah, although if I only have Luke in my hand, I already got Luke on the table. That may not be ideal, but.
Well, you still get the problem with that dang trooper. You got to get him off of there because he can take out something like Falcon.
Yeah, that's true. I'd almost be better off with him taking out Luke, and then I could put the other one in with Falcon.
It really just depends if you want to go offensive or defensive. That's the one downside to that Luke is that he's a very defensive unit.
All right.
Now with the lightsaber he's good because now he can one-shot stuff.
Yeah. That's interesting. I chose not to play Falcon. Why on earth would I choose not to play Falcon? I'm going to send them both in. After Emperor's Promise here, I'm going to ping the Super Laser Engineer.
Yeah, that's the other reason I don't know why you played him, because he's just bait for Han's reaction.
Yeah. He must not have had it much. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Well, if I can win this edge battle, I'm going to clear his board, although I won't have anything else to put in.
Yeah, because they both affect... Well, no, Luke doesn't have his targeted strike. It's only on defense.
Yeah.
So you can't kill Mock if he doesn't block with him.
Oh, that's true. I'd have to. Well, but if I win edge, yeah, I could at least.
Han could do 2 damage to him, but he couldn't
Right, I
kill
could
him.
do 2 damage to him. Now, I do have Kyle set in here, so I have an Echoes. Maybe I could uncommit something, which would be helpful.
Yeah.
And then use May the Force be with you to commit it back up. All right, so Hero's Duty might do some work for me here, depending on what Jerry's actually got in his hand.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Yeah. So I've put a couple cards in.
Now, Hero's Duty only works when it's undamaged, right?
Right, that's right. And it's still
Yeah.
undamaged, though.
Yeah, see, now is the problem is if you don't have an Echoes, your board's wide open, and he's going to turn Hero's Duty off on his turn.
Yeah, I would think so. Now, if I win this edge battle with that lightsaber, I'm going to blow up Emperor's Promise, too, which means I won't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a Seeds. He threw a bunch in, but I had a Seeds. That's useful.
Yeah.
Did I throw in? Yeah, I can't tell what event that was. It's probably one of the new ones, so I'm going to Seeds the Stormtrooper. And I'll be able to kill the Stormtrooper.
Yeah, and you
And
do
I
2
can-
damage to Mock,
right, I
but
can
you won't. You're going to lose Force is the
Yeah.
only bad thing.
Well, I can focus Mock and keep balance.
Oh, that's right. Han's tactics are
Yeah.
black. It's the blast that he doesn't
All right,
have.
so I did 2 the objective thanks to Luke and the lightsaber, even though I lost edge.
Mhm.
I'll shoot Mock for 2 and I guess focus him. I left resources open. Maybe I have Yoda UC Yoda or something.
That would be good.
Or if I have a bamboozle, I'm just going to move a token back onto one of his things maybe. But Yoda UC Yoda would be really good right now.
Yeah, either one would be really good right now.
If I had it, I didn't play it.
Well, you could also play it once he goes to conflict.
That's true.
Or
I could
after he's declared an attack, then you
surprise defender.
put Yoda in to block a guy that's already locked down, and then Yoda puts his tactics on another guy. So you
Yeah.
effectively lock down 2 guys doing that.
So I guess the dial's still just crawling up here. It must just be at about 4. Trying to think.
I can't tell. It's too far away.
I'll try to go back. So first turn I played Luke took balance, and he took balance when he played something else. I took Han, took balance, so it would have gone to 3. Yeah, so I should be at 4 now because I've had balance each time my turns ended.
Right.
So they're creeping up. I did leave a bunch of resources open. Yoda and Bamboozle would be even better. But I don't remember if those are in my hand. I did not toss Falcon in there, so I'm still saving Falcon.
Yeah.
And what's that? Experimental Tech Lab. More resources on his
There's
end.
the resource. Yeah, that's in Mock's pod, right?
Right, yeah. So now...
Yeah, so that's the one good thing he has with Mock and Saris is he has 4 of those Force resources.
Yeah, which is really good if you want to try to super laser blast something.
Yeah, he's got a crap ton of resources in that deck.
Yeah, other than the Vader's fist being there, which I guess gives you the threat of all those guns. I think the other 4 pods are actually pretty interesting to do with this deck.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad to have it in there, but having Mock in there is not bad either, but there's probably something else that could have been there instead.
I mean, granted, like you said, with Emperor's Promise being out, it makes you have to really decide about turning off Vader's fist if you don't have a way to just keep Force and turn it off. But
yeah, well, the only other thing is maybe you just it had to be a Sith pod.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he has to run Navy faction because of Core Tarkin, who we just saw hit the board there. So, but I think you could probably had 2 other Sith pods that would have done better for it.
Yeah, and alright, so he's played Core Tarkin, he's played Lure of the Dark Side, the mission. He played a 501st Trooper. So he So he could blow up Lord of the Dark Side right now just with Mach. Because Mach will give himself an extra blast since he's committed. So he'd have 3 blasts, plus the unopposed would be 4, and Core Tarkin's bonus would make it blow up, and then he could steal something.
Now that steals a unit from in play, right? Not from the discard pile,
Yeah,
or
that's
puts one into play.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it steals it from. You take control of a unit that's in play
Okay.
that has 4 less icons or something, or yeah. After it's completed, take control of target unit with 4 or fewer printed force icons, which means basically anything but Yoda.
Well, that could be a problem.
Yeah, especially since he's got the lightsaber. Now I was trying to remember this. So the lightsaber is an interesting thing. I can't remember if the lightsaber is enhanced friendly unit or just force user, because if it's, I think it might just be enhanced force user or force sensitive, which means he would get to keep control of it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't lose. It wouldn't be an illegal game state because it says friendly.
And the funny thing is, too, Luke being the ultimate, like, that's what he's made for, is defense.
Yeah.
And now he's on the dark side over there if he steals Luke from you.
Yep, and he just did. He set Mach in, blew up the mission's going to take control of Luke. I think that's what we were. I was rereading the lightsaber to see if he would keep the lightsaber or not, and he does. So about the only good thing is I do get the force card back, but Luke is focused down at least.
Luke finally converted him.
Yep, so Luke has gone to the dark side. Thanks to Mach and Tarkin.
Yeah.
Not
Emperor and Vader
Palpatine.
couldn't do it. Let's send Mach. He'll
That's
figure
right,
it
send
out.
Mach and Tarkin. They'll do it. They'll get the job done. All right,
Well.
so I guess we're trying to see. Yeah, right now I still have balance if he doesn't commit something. I gotta think he'll commit something. Oh, looks like he's gonna swing it. Oh, he's gonna swing probably at Hero's Duty and turn it off. Yeah. He's sending the trooper in, and I think he gave it. He's probably trying to decide if he wanted to give it the extra blast with his E-Web blaster, or maybe he forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Luke is committed to the dark side of the
Well,
Force.
yeah, he kind of, in reality, it seems a little silly, except he sort of needed to do it because otherwise he wouldn't have been elite.
Right.
So he had to commit him, and then he committed Tarkin to take balance back. Oh, I think Jerry just remembered the E-Web blaster. I said that was fine if he wanted to use it. So be 3 damage on Hero's Duty.
What would be even more comical, I know it's not in the deck, so you couldn't do it, but now to equip Luke with a Sith lightsaber.
Yeah, so he'd have the tactics and everything too. That would be nuts.
That'd just be funny to put a Sith lightsaber on Luke.
Yeah, I need a way to free up Han here. Well, there's Falcon. That should help a little bit. But my Han is still locked down. And I can't play Luke either, even though I had him in my hand, because...
Right, yeah.
All right, so I'm swinging an Emperor's Promise with Falcon, saying, all right, Tarkin, you going to get in the way of me or not?
That might be a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's tempting to see if you think you could win Edge and lock Falcon down, but he's only got 2 cards, so I think I'm in good shape to win Edge with my Edge 1 and 5 cards in hand here.
Well, even so, he's probably better off just saving Tarkin and maybe tacticsing whatever you swap Falcon for.
Yeah.
Assuming you do. But.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to win the Edge Battle and draw a card with Falcon. Or with Asteroid Sanctuary, I mean, and then blow this up, probably trying to see what my options are here. So I'm going to blow up Emperor's Promise. That's good. I get 1. So I gotta think I'm gonna bounce Falcon unless I really just don't have anything to put in with him, and that would probably be bad.
Well, you can always choose to bounce him later on too. I mean, there's not really anything that you've seen. You haven't seen anything like Force Lightning where you have to worry about it.
Oh, there's interesting. I just played Kyle, and usually people use Kyle to focus something, but Kyle's reaction, you can also take a focus token off something committed to the Force, so I used Kyle to free up Han.
Hmm. Yeah, now you could take out Mock with him.
I don't think that's what I'm going to do if I remember right. I'm sending Han in, and I just pinged Luke. Han, old buddy, I thought we were friends.
Han's gonna kill Luke.
This is because
Oh man,
I
this
think
is
Han is about to kill Luke here. I think,
such a weird game thematically.
yeah, that's right. Luke, you've gone to the dark side. I got to bring you back. Sorry.
Well, the
Well,
one good thing is now you got Falcon and Luke still in your hand, so there's a good play for next turn if you
right.
get rid of that Luke.
Right, and I'm sure that's got to be what I was thinking, that I need to, not only do I not want Luke coming back at me, I want to kill him because I have another Luke in my hand already anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this is a pretty important edge battle. I need to win this one so I can kill Luke and focus Tarkin.
And the thing is, you got to win it without playing Luke and Falcon.
Yeah. Although I guess if worse comes to worse, I could toss Luke in because I know I have two more
Yeah.
in the deck. So, oh, I had a twist. That was awesome. That was a good
That'll
twist
help.
there.
Did you get both his cards?
Yeah, I got
full?
both his cards there. So
So
hopefully
you-
I have something crappy to put in.
Yeah,
Echoes of the Force. Oh, there we go. I'll use Echoes on Han.
that was good.
So I will shoot Luke, I got to think here. Sorry, Luke. It's not good to go to the dark side.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll focus Tarkin, I would think. Yep.
Wow.
And I do get one to the objective, too, because I want edge with Han. And I gotta wonder if will I keep Kyle back or not. So I'm gonna send Kyle after Vader's Fist just to get some more damage on it, because I'll be able to free up somebody.
Well, you
Thanks to
got
May
May
the
of the
Force,
Force, yeah. So Kyle's the better defender.
Right, so I'll
typically.
draw.
Although if he attacks and you just block with Han, Mock is dead.
Right, yeah. Han's got the tactics, so maybe I will commit Han again. I'm not sure. I really don't remember. I'm going to commit somebody, obviously, to take balance back, so it'll only get a 5. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty silly. He turned Luke to the dark side, and then Han shot him, took him out. Yeah, I'm doing Kyle. Like you said, Kyle's a much better defender. So.
Mm-hmm.
And Mock that's right, Mock's not elite, so I didn't have to worry about Mock. And maybe that's why I did it, because it doesn't really matter if I shoot Mock right now. He wasn't going to do anything.
No, he just gives bonus to guys that are on the Force. So,
All right, so he did just flip up Dark Trooper Project, which he probably would have liked to have had about a turn earlier now. That would have freed up Mock.
Yeah.
And I still got Kyle there. He could Kyle's only got 2 icons now, too, because of Prophetess, so.
Yeah, Deadly Sight can still take him out.
That might have been another reason why I didn't put Han on the Force there. Maybe I was, again, thinking about that even though it would stink to lose Kyle as a defender, I'd rather have Han left.
Yeah.
Because I only had one of questionable contacts in this deck. So I only had one more Han, where I knew I did have another Kyle. There's only one Heroes and Legends. There's 2 in his set, obviously. So actually, I guess the dial is technically at 6 because he blew up Emperor's the objective. So or the mission. So I almost forgot. I forgot about that dial click. So the dial should be at 6 there.
Okay.
So he's got a ton of resources, though.
Yeah,
he technically has
potential here.
I mean, he technically has 9 if he needs to use Tarkin's resource.
Yeah.
He's taking his time, though, which makes me think he must have an obvious play.
Or he's got a couple good plays that he's deciding between.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's already blown up one objective. Well, he blew up the mission, but yeah, he's already got 1. Hero's Duty already has 3 damage on it.
Yeah, he's more than halfway there.
Yeah.
And there's also, if he draws that Super Laser Blast, that's 1 down. So, I mean, he needs to do 2 damage and draw the Super Laser.
Yeah,
to
and the
get
dial would go
five.
to,
Yeah, that would be 5 clicks on the dial right
right, that
there.
would put it to 11 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he wins Edge, he could just blow up Hero's Duty with that 501st guy and the E-Web Blaster, because he can get the extra blast even if he die.
Yep.
So, I've got a few cards thanks to remembering to draw some with Asteroid Sanctuary 1 Edge Battles. But I know one's Falcon, and I'm pretty sure one's the other Luke, so
Yeah.
they're probably not going into anything. Depending what he does, I may not even try to defend with Kyle. I may just let it go. But I don't know. It's been an interesting game, like I said. Just that whole
Yeah.
thing of him turning Luke to the dark side and me killing Luke with Han after that. It's like,
Well, the one thing is the dial is clicking up, and with Tarkin out there, you know that those super lasers could come at any time. So
yeah.
you're really on the clock here.
And that's certainly going to help his cause too. With the Emperor's Royal Guard, he can protect some stuff.
And that's
Uh,
actually something you didn't mention. You said you could kill Hero's Duty with using that heavy blaster, but he actually doesn't need it because Tarkin's
yeah,
board.
yeah. I just thought, yeah, when you said that, good point. I just had thought about that right before you said it. Oh wait, he doesn't. He only needs to get 4 damage on that thing.
Yeah.
Now he's got the Dark Trooper, which gets a blast because it's considered committed thanks to Mach. So he definitely should be able to take out Hero's Duty, and he's still got the resources left if he has a super laser blast.
Yeah. And I don't know that you have a way to win on the next turn. I don't think you can get the other two with what you got out there. Granted, he doesn't know you've got Falcon, Luke. He does know you have Falcon.
Yeah, he doesn't know I have the other Luke, so I certainly could potentially get them both with the other Falcon and Luke if
Yeah.
if I can win Edge between Kyle and Han, I would be able to get enough blast. So I gotta think. Jerry's probably trying to decide: does he want to just take out Hero's Duty here?
Yeah, it's always hard. You never want to take out the objectives that are not doing anything until it's gonna win you the game. So since
Right.
it's turned off, you really don't want to attack it yet. But you never know.
Right.
If he's got that super laser blast, blowing up one of the other two wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, and actually, now that you're saying that, with the Protector out now, I guess there's probably even a theoretical way he could win
Mm-hmm.
if he had Super Laser Blast, because if he can win, if he forces me to block with Kyle, which I obviously don't have to, but um, I could, if he wins, he could blow up May the Force be with you and kill Kyle if he'd win Edge, because he'll get a blast from the Dark Trooper, he'd get 2 blasts from the 501st, and he couldn't kill the 501st with the Protector being out, and then he could get the unopposed, and then if he had Super Laser Blast, he could take out the other objective that wasn't damaged, and then either Tarkin or the Protector, if long as they're still alive, could just ping Hero's Duty and take all 3 of them out.
Yep.
So, now granted, he's played a couple cards. He'd have to play a Super Laser Blast, so that would probably leave him really short on winning Edge. But since I have 4 cards in hand.
Yeah, unless one of those is a twist, which I don't
Right.
think he's got in his deck.
No, he doesn't have a twist, and I do still have. I played 1 twist, but I should have 1 more left in my deck.
Well, actually, remember, he only needs 1 blast to take out Hero's Duty. If he
Right.
sends in 1 guy and that plays the seeds,
Yeah, that's true
then you're
too.
in trouble.
Yeah, yeah. Then I
Uh,
definitely need a twist to stop that.
Yeah, because he could send in just like the Dark Trooper, use the seeds to lock down Kyle, blow up the Hero's Duty, and then with between the other guys, take out, like you said, take out 1 objective and then super laser the other one.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, he's sending Tarkin.
That's interesting.
I hope he's got a seeds if he's doing that.
Yeah, I gotta think you don't do that unless you have seeds. I mean, I know you want to try to lock Kyle down, but Now I wonder if he's sending Tarkin at hero's duty to sort of force me to have to block.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I blow it up and I focus Tarkin, or then he uses Tarkin to focus Kyle, and a super laser blast would probably win it for him based on the other stuff he's on the board.
Yeah.
But if he blocks, there's no way he's going to be able to win. So
Yeah, Tarkin doesn't have a blast.
no,
So
he sure doesn't.
yeah. But yeah, because if you don't block, he kills it with unopposed.
Yeah, so I actually just
He
he went
didn't
after
go.
May the Force be with you. Okay.
I'm guessing he doesn't have the super laser then if he did
No,
that.
and then he focused Han.
Han.
Yeah, I'm with you, because if you're going to use super laser, you might as well use it on May the Force be with you, not Asteroid Sanctuary.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sending the Dark Trooper. I'm letting it go at hero's duty. So dial go up to 8. Now he does have super laser blast. Yeah.
Then I think he might have misplayed it. He might have been able to pull it off there.
Right. Yeah, because he's not even going to be able to take force back now the way he just did that.
Yeah, all he did was he took out the 2 objectives and he shut down Han, and he's gambling that you're not going to be able to get through with those 2 defenders.
Right, and the dial, yeah, because the dial did go to 11, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if he had done that slightly differently with that super laser blast, maybe, like I said, if he wins an edge battle, he might be able to just win there.
Well, even if he sent, say, the trooper in, like we said, he doesn't have to win edge to get that 1 blast on the hero's duty, and he's got the protector. So he should be able to blow it up either way.
Yeah, like maybe you send Tarkin along with both troopers at May the Force be with you, because then if he wins edge, he's going to win.
Yeah.
So I flipped up Hero's Journey and another Asteroid Sanctuary. So I got
and that's
6
the thing
resources
is,
now.
even if he does get to win and he strikes with Kyle, Kyle is focused, and you will get to swing with Tarkin. You can have both Kyle and Han with 2 focus tokens on them.
Yeah, all right. So I got a resource here. And I think I see a crossfire in my hand. That could be real useful.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. He might have been able to win that last turn if he had done it differently.
I mean, maybe his edge cards really just aren't that good. That's the one thing we don't know.
Right. Well, like I said, even if he lost edge, I think he still could have taken out that objective and had both Kyle and Han double focused.
Right. I agree. There was probably a way he could have played that a little differently and been in a better position here.
And then either he's going to have 2 objectives down and be in the state he is now where there's 11. I think he would have had 1 additional blocker. Or if, depending on how he did it, he may have even been able to kill that 3rd objective.
Yeah. And since I kept balance, I was able to ping Prophetess again. I just realized that's what I pinged. Well, if I really have Crossfire, I think I'm in good shape here. Because I know I have Falcon and I know I have the other Luke.
Yeah, because Falcon's going to be able to blow up something. Crossfire. Is that Bamboozle?
Sure is. That's going to help too. So I'm not even going to play Falcon. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because that frees up Han.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if you're worried about Edge, because Han's not going to kill anything. All the damage is going to be taken to the Guardian, so it's almost better to focus the Trooper.
Right.
Because if Han attacks and then wins Edge, he kills the Guardian before he can strike.
I just gave Kyle a lightsaber. Now, this is really interesting because I know I have Falcon and Luke in my hand.
Well, once you bamboozle, then you're down to 5 resources total, right?
No, I know that. I just meant, like,
yeah.
Obviously, for some reason, I'm thinking this is my better play.
Well, they're good edge cards too.
Right.
They're 2/3s. So if you got enough to do it the other way.
Alright, so I am sending Kyle at Plan of the Prophetess. So I've got 4 guns.
That's not enough to kill him if he puts it all on the
No,
Guardian.
I've got 1 blast.
Well, 2 with the lightsabers, so yeah,
Yeah,
you
if
would
I win edge, I got 2, yeah.
that's still not enough, because if he lets the Guardian die, you're not getting unopposed.
Right. The one thing I do have is I'm pretty sure I saw a crossfire, so.
Yeah, you would need the Crossfire would do it.
Right.
Because then you would be able to, you probably have to use it as a blast, because then if you use it as a gun, he just eats all the damage onto the
Right.
trooper anyway.
Well, yeah, and some of this depends on if he blocks here, too.
Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't block.
If he doesn't block, then you Crossfire tactics him down
That's
anyway,
right.
and you win with unopposed.
Right, yeah. If
And
he
then
doesn't
Han
block, I
attacks and
tactics.
gets the other one.
Yeah. So I think he's in sort of a bad position here.
Yeah.
I think his only hope is to block and
Right.
win edge. Because
Yeah.
if he blocks, even if he blocks, if I win edge, I don't need to get an extra gun or blast. I can use Crossfire to give the 3rd blast and blow it up, and then Han takes out Vader's fist. So basically,
Yeah.
he needs to block and win edge. If he doesn't block, I'm definitely going to be able to win.
Yeah, and I think he would block anyway because he doesn't know you have the Crossfire.
Right. So I think he's sort of right. Maybe he thinks I have it, or maybe he thinks I have bamboozle again or something because I left resources open still. So I'm sure that's got to be going through his mind too. Why did I leave those resources open?
I don't think you worry about a bamboozle, because if you had it, you just use it right now and you don't even allow him to block. You pull one off of his guys and put it onto that trooper.
Right. So
it's whether the Crossfire or if he thinks you've got like a target in your deck somewhere.
Yeah, he might think about that, or if I had a swindled or something. But same thing. If I had a swindle, I just swindle his guy now and don't worry about it either.
Yeah, no matter what happens, Han is taking out that second objective.
Right.
So
let's see. So I'm pretty sure I need to win edge here, but I've got a Falcon and I've got Luke, so I've got to save Crossfire. So I'm probably hoping my 6 pips are enough.
yeah.
I think he only has a couple cards left.
You took out Luke to be able to play Luke, and then you never played Luke.
Yeah. So I put in 6. I'm trying to hold my card, maybe trying to make him think, just in case I had a twist, does he really want to throw his last card in?
I think he's got at least 2 more cards in his hand.
Yeah, I don't remember. It looks like I think he only has 1.
Really? Well, you already spent 1 twist. He knows there's potentially 2 in your deck.
Right. But he also knows if he throws this in and I do twist, I'm definitely winning edge.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how good that card is he's holding on to.
Right.
So it's all whether or not he thinks you have a twist.
So he decided not to throw it in. He had 4 and I had 6. And what did he have there? I can't see what it was.
1 was Mock. I didn't see what the fate card was.
Yeah. It must not be Seeds.
No.
Might be a Heat because of Dark Trooper Project.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm going to win edge. And then draw a card with Asteroid Sanctuary. And then just take it out. Oh, I actually had gone after Vader's fist there. Oh, there we go. I'm using Crossfire to win. Okay. So I guess I did go after Vader's fist, and then I saved the Crossfire for Han to get the extra attack.
Yeah, because you needed 1 less damage.
Right.
Yeah. Either way, it's the Crossfire was going to make the difference.
Yeah. That was an interesting way to win at the end. So.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess I was trying to figure out the best way to use Crossfire, probably based on what he decided to do.
Yeah.
if he didn't
Huh.
block, I could have just given it to Han, I guess, and I'd have more edge cards.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well, that's an interesting game. I had some fun plays there with the Luke's aspect and the mission. So, uh,
Luke couldn't make up his mind which side he wanted to be on.
yeah. So, you have any final thoughts about that game there, Derek? Before we wrap it up?
No, I think we covered most everything. I do think that that turn before Jerry could have possibly won if he'd have done things a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he had at least four icons in hand, and he might have forced me to have to toss Falcon and Luke.
Yeah,
So to
and
try to
with
win
the
edge.
damage, he might have been able to get all three of those
Yeah,
objectives.
it would have
So,
been close, but yeah, he had a shot, I think. So, all right. Well, thanks as always for joining me for commentary, and we'll look forward to doing it again soon.
anytime.